Welcome back, Kiss Army YouTube. This is the Kiss Army Things podcast. My name is Jed.
My name is Xander.
I didn't say what episode it was, but it's episode 39.
That's right.
And, Xander and I actually just filmed an episode yesterday, and we're filming an episode the day after because I finally received from Amazon a Kiss Creatures of the Night 40th anniversary box set.
KOL has left me out to dry. I don't know.
And you're not the only one.
Shipping location unknown.
Yeah. And he pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it too, but man.
But hey, you know what? We have one.
We got one.
We're going to unbox it just for you, just for us.
Yeah.
We're really excited. We have not seen... I kind of didn't even really look too much in depth into this one because I wanted to just kind of be surprised. With the Destroyer one that we did, obviously it was the first one, so it was like, I need to know everything now.
That's true.
And no, this time I just said, nah, forget it. We're just going to open it up blind.
Yeah, so
we're going to move Moneybag Sodas off the table today.
I paid too much to spill Gene Simmons' cola on the Creatures box set. Okay, so I'm going to use the trusty Kiss pocket knife.
Got the Kiss knife.
It's very nice.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that? KissMuseum.com?
100%.
Okay, let's get through this shrink wrap here. I noticed I'm surprised by how large that hype sticker is.
Very large.
And the huge parental advisory sticker on it. That's very interesting.
I know. How many Kiss albums have had a parental advisory sticker on it?
Not very
many.
Few, if any.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe Revenge, because Domino and...
It didn't have a parental?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
I don't think it did. But
I can visualize the CD. Oh, I gotta keep that hype sticker. I'm not ripping that up.
Keep that hype sticker intact.
I was talking, I wasn't even thinking about
it. You better keep that sticker intact, bro.
I was about to buy another box set.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely, 100%.
Right. So, keeping in theme with the Destroyer box set, it's got this beautiful sort of metallic, this shiny...
Metallic pink. I don't know what it is. Like lavender.
Like the Destroyer had the same shiny cover, and I assumed this one was going to be the same, and it is, and it just looks fantastic. I mean, look at that. I hope that renders well. I don't know if there's a glare on that or not, but just
I don't know.
Take my word for it. If you don't have it, this is great. All right.
Yeah, and this is Jeb's box set, so he's going to take the lead, but we're about to crack this open for the first time and check it out. We've been waiting for this since at least August.
I don't know, but yeah, when was it announced?
I think around August.
All right, so much like the Destroyer box set, pretty much the same format here. We have the book with a bunch of content in it. I'm surprised they don't have the little thing you can pull out of the tab.
I bet they do, and it's buried in there.
I bet, yeah.
It doesn't make it right there. It is.
It doesn't make it very useful when it's not. It's not out and ready to go.
So the Destroyer box set was had the very similar cover where they had some of the notes and some of the paperwork from the record label.
These are the master tape.
Documents. I mean,
documents.
It's just,
there's writing on it, handwriting on it.
So this would have been stuff that's been scanned in.
Yes.
And made to be the cover, which is absolutely incredible.
Cool. I mean, just the cover alone. I mean, it's nice. Pretty much,
Can I see it?
The same size of the. No, you can't see it.
He says nope.
I'll show.
I was going to say we can't go page by page, but I do want to just see something. So that right there is we got Elder outfits.
Yeah, we're starting early.
Yeah, Kiss Killers.
Era, which I was looking at some stuff online, and it almost seems like a Killers and Creatures of the Night box set sort of put together.
Yeah, we didn't discuss that
in
the last episode because we had some material from Kiss Killers making it onto the Creatures box set, which is great because it's the same year, so you might as well.
And we're already starting off pretty well, giving nods to Ace Frehley. I mean, it's. Obviously, he's on the cover. He wasn't on the record, but I'm glad.
Well, he was still in the band on Killers. Yeah, he wasn't
still there.
I don't think was he on guitar. I know Bob Kulick played some lead guitar on those tracks on Killers. Was Ace even involved in that?
It's hard to even
because we know he wasn't involved in Creatures at all. But yeah, so obviously that first image we just saw was them in their Elder outfits.
Yes,
which there's very few imagery available from that era because you look at the Elder album, there is no image of Kiss on the cover, on the back cover, on the inside sleeve, nothing. And of course there was no tour, so it wasn't like there's just a million photographs of them in their Elder costumes.
A whole lot to promote.
Right, so it's really cool to see them including some of those Elder promo shots in the Creatures box set because it is Killers too.
A couple photographs that I don't think I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of Creatures era photos on the internet for forever, but I'm already seeing some really, really nice photographs, and we have an introduction here that says, "Here comes the wizard." So it's going to tell the whole story about, Vinnie Vincent, and there's a lot of really cool photos of Vinnie here. Great looking photos. Oh my gosh, look at that.
That's the classic Vinnie photo.
Beautiful
and you can find that on, on Google. That's like pixelated, but this is a high quality image.
This looks beautiful. Just fantastic quality. Look at the fox. Eric Carr, wonderful portrait. If you want to see that.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Absolutely. I love the. Is it a red backlight?
Yeah, the hair is backlit.
What a great photography! Whoever took those photographs knew what they were doing.
I can't remember who took the photographs.
I'm sure it's listed in there. Okay, here we go. Because this is where I love, because I'm a graphic designer, so anything to do with advertisements and graphics, posters, promotions, imagery, I absolutely go nuts for that stuff. And this is one thing I'm so glad that Kiss collectors are as nuts as they are, because you're talking about stuff that's 40 years old, was probably in a magazine, and those magazines, those newspapers, they just get tossed in the trash.
That's right.
Some Kiss fan out there have said, "Nuh-uh, cut that out, put that in a box,
keep
save that, because that's going to be in the box set in 40 years." I'm sure that's exactly what they were thinking.
Absolutely. There's tons of stuff like that. Look, there's some stuff for the posters, like the design without the typography on it.
Okay, so what I want to talk about is the bottom image right here. I don't know if you guys can see it quite yet, but all it is it's the back cover to Creatures of the Night.
Yeah.
If you look at that is the original photo that they used for the back cover. They just cropped out the road and the streets and everything, and just kept the sky.
Awesome.
So
very effective.
I didn't realize that they were going to include the original. I don't know if it was a stock image that they used or if it was a photograph that was taken specifically for this. I don't think so. I think this was a photograph that already existed. What? I could be wrong. But I think this photograph, does it say anything in particular?
Original photo of album back cover. So it doesn't say it was an original for the album. It just says.
But that is the original photo.
I'll be reading all of this.
Oh, absolutely. Tonight. Yeah, this is an unboxing, so we can't just know everything straight out of the gate. But this is just our initial excitement. Look at this.
Now, I was going to say, both of us are pretty keen on graphic design and stuff, but I love, apart from the advertisements and all that stuff, is the different variations of the vinyl album covers from different countries, all the single labels. And stuff like that, it seems so minute, but that's exactly what this box set is for. Including stuff like this.
Oh, there's Japanese stuff?
Yeah,
oh, man. Picture this.
All the different cassette covers. Stuff like that, you might think...
What's this?
I don't know.
Dude, their eyes look psycho right there. That's crazy. Look, I've never seen that. Look at their eyes. They don't even have pupils.
Yes. To some... And, I think very few groups can do... they can't do as much stuff as they can with, that a band like Kiss can do. How many slight variations, and how many people will actually care about getting every single edition of everything?
And those are cassettes?
All of those are different cassette variations.
I wonder which one I have.
Let's see which one. Well, there's there's Mexico, there's a European one, a Japanese cover. And then all the American covers. I love looking at the different variations in the albums.
So here's my Creatures cassette.
You have this one.
All right, the second to last, second to bottom. So there's my Creatures cassette.
Yeah, that's the stock U.S. pressing. That's what it says. It's the U.S. pressing.
That's crazy.
Bust out the cassette and let's see which one you got.
It's really cool.
Very cool. They're just you know the deal. If you got the Destroyer one, you're going to get amazing photographs.
Now here's something. So this right here is one of the more rare pieces of Kiss merch in existence, and this is a Creatures of the Night. I believe it's a Creatures record bin.
That would be cool.
I'm not sure how many it holds. I don't even think you can get this for under $1,000. It's going to cost over $1,000 from collectors nowadays. But this is one of those things that you'll never actually probably see in person.
Oh, I highly doubt.
I'll probably never own one in my life unless I literally find somebody who's on their deathbed who's like, "You need this, have this."
Oh, I cannot wait to go through and just read every bit. And the photos are, again, very high quality. Some of these I've seen.
That's a good tour shot right there.
Yeah, beautiful shot with the tank.
Gosh, that's a great
looking stuff.
Kiss.
And all the posters for each shows. And they're playing with the plasmatics.
Yep.
A lot of shows with the plasmatics. Didn't they take Was that on this tour that they took Motley Crue out on their first tour? Or
I believe.
Like I
believe so. I believe it was around this era because
I'm
it was
trying
82.
to look for. There's Night Range. I'm trying to look for like a Motley Crue. They may have amended that. Just absolutely fantastic.
But that would have been Motley's first tour, right?
Something, yeah, very
one
very
of their very
early.
first tours.
Someone will know in the comments. But yeah, the book is just. I mean, I already knew that. I expected this to be awesome because.
And this is one of the things that's going to provide
Short.
hours of entertainment because I mean we just flipped through. We didn't read. There was stuff from Adam Mitchell, Gene. There was everybody.
And Ace. They got interviews from everybody.
Yeah.
Except for Vinny. I don't know. Did they get? I don't think they got any interviews for Vinny.
I think we're going to see something soon that may have something with Vinny Vincent, but we'll get to that because look at this.
Now we got a little folder here. I think it was the same way on the Destroyer one where the Kiss logo is printed backwards. I don't know why that is.
I'm not sure either. Is this the press kit?
No, that's the Kiss Army. I don't know. This must be the press kit. No, these are the portraits.
Yes,
I saw these online.
I've wanted to see these.
I know
myself.
These amazing illustrations. I didn't know if they were photographs. Oh, there's the newspaper as well. I didn't know if they were photographs or illustrations, and it looks like they are illustrations.
They are amazing illustrations.
See, it hurts because there's so many. I guarantee there's going to be so many things in here that I'm going to want to like frame and put up. But I hate separating things from the box. So let's see what I do.
That would look really cool framed. Those portraits.
So there's Vinny, the wizard. Who's this?
Eric Carr.
Very nice.
You got Gene Simmons.
You got Gene, and these are the photos that they used when they during Lick It Up when they did the camera
on MTV.
They're going to be showing Kiss without their makeup for the very first time, and then they show their faces.
Oh wow, good call.
I was saying, I noticed that with Eric. He's doing this half side profile. So those are the photos or the images they used. That looks great.
It does look great.
I don't know who did these. I mean, there's a signature down there. I love, Paul's looks great. And I think they all have that red, spotlight behind the hair. It just looks great.
Now these look almost like crayon or something, colored pencils.
It looks very,
it looks hand-drawn.
It looks
great. We know that computers can emulate that as well. So I wonder, is this something that somebody did digitally on a computer to make it look like hand-drawn?
I would think
Still impressive, but I'm wondering how this was created. Because, there is a signature at the bottom, but I'm not sure what
I would imagine someone did this by hand, and
it's got the all rights reserved at the bottom. Sure. Copyright at the bottom.
It's official, man. It's official.
Now those are sweet.
Don't bootleg these; they're official.
So here's what I was talking about because I'm pretty sure this Gotham Rock City News. We got a newspaper called Gotham Rock City News in the Destroyer box set.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure this one has unreleased interviews.
Oh, really?
From Gene, Paul, Eric, and Vinny.
What a nice touch this is. I mean, I don't know who came up with this idea.
I'm pretty sure it was
T42 design.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was him. It was Tom.
It's such a neat and very unique thing. I mean, there's so many bands doing so many box sets. I really don't know of any who's doing something where they recreate an actual newspaper and they have them
the actual newspaper paper.
This is just something that's totally unique to Kiss, as far as I know. I don't know what all is included in here. You said there might be some exclusive.
I heard that there was some interviews. What's the top?
Oh, it's a track by track.
Okay.
So we got.
And Ken Sharp, right, had something to do with that. Ken Sharp is.
He's all over his box sets, man.
He's all over
Kiss in general. He's one of him, Adam Mitchell. There's so many names.
He's one of those guys that
all the time.
If I saw him, I probably wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know his face.
Who he was, but if he said, "Yeah, I'm Ken Sharp," I'd be like, "Bro."
I'd be like, "Wow."
Whoa.
I get you
Okay.
You probably got one of his books. You might have one of his books over here.
Right there, behind the mask.
Yep.
By David Leith and Ken Sharp.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's done a couple things.
May I please see the Gotham Rock News paper?
Yes.
Thank you. Kiss, Loud and Proud by Ken Sharp. Concept by T42 Design. Right there.
It's awesome.
There you go.
I almost thought that it was going to be sort of a one-off with the Destroyer box. I don't know why. But I hope, with every box that they do, I want every volume of the Gotham Rock newspaper. There's too much cool stuff in here.
Yeah, and I used to work at a newspaper too. So that's really cool to see.
Oh yeah.
An entire Kiss newspaper.
An entire Kiss. That's true.
So okay, if you want, we can put this all back together.
Yeah, I don't want to. Let's get these beautiful portraits. which
we didn't have too much on the table, including money bag soda, because we wanted to make sure we had the most room we could possibly have, because we knew this was going to get pretty involved.
This on here, and then we'll set that aside.
Here we go.
I picked something up.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler. So next, this is the tour. Yes, the tour book.
This is the tour book that I will probably never own an official or original version of.
Just like the Destroyer one, man. How many times have people tried to bootleg these and jack up the prices on eBay? And oh my gosh. So, Strange says the 10th anniversary tour.
Yes.
1970.
73 to 83.
Oh, yeah, because the tour book did run into 1983. I was going to say the album, but this isn't for the album, it's for the tour.
Yeah.
Thank you for
10th anniversary. And go ahead and talk for a second.
So, yes, I've actually never seen... I've never seen anything in this. I mean, I've seen some of these photos, but I've never seen an actual... the actual tour book. I've seen that photo. Well, that's great. I think that's the same photo they used for the cover of the newspaper. I think. Looks like it. Take a peek and look.
Let me see it. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes. So I have this. Speaking of 10th anniversary tour, I have this disgusting unofficial bootleg poster that I bought. Yeah. Very cheap. But it says Kiss 10th anniversary tour 1982. If it's too loud, you're too old. Obviously, it's unofficial, but I think it's one of the only things.
It's the same photo that I just showed you.
Oh snap! You're right. I think it's one of the only things that I have with Vinny on it, and it's not even official.
That's true. So yeah, the tour book. I mean, I've probably seen a lot of these photos. I don't think I've seen everything. I've never seen a tour. I've never seen this tour book in person before.
No, I've never seen an original version of this tour book.
Oh, I've seen that photo a lot.
Every Kiss centerfold
is great.
Is dynamite. The one in the end of the road tour book that you have on your wall.
Gosh, unbelievable.
The one in the Kiss World tour book. Kiss centerfolds.
They're just so easy to photograph, man. You can't take a bad photo. And in the tour book we have. So it goes from Vinny. So on the tour book they did represent Ace.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming they did that on the original.
Well, they would have had to. This is a faithful representation, unless this was,
And Peter. So they shouted out Peter. It's the 10th anniversary tour, so they had to shout out all current and past members officially.
Okay. See, I've never looked through it, so cool. I've never seen this before. This is awesome.
I mean, that's good for the fans who went on the tour and probably expected to see them. Some people didn't get the memo back in the day, but there's Vinny, a photo of Vinny with the violin bow.
I have heard fans talk about going to see Kiss and having all the promotional material have Ace included on the front, Ace's makeup and him.
I've heard of a very.
And then you go to the show and all of a sudden it's Vinnie Vincent, and everybody was really confused and thrown off.
Does Ace have new makeup or is that another guy?
Yeah, does Ace have new makeup?
And obviously they provide you with the whole discography there, so you can go out and buy all the albums.
Gosh, dang, what a discography in 10 years. That's a lot of albums for 10 years.
People don't do that today. People can't do that today.
The thing in the last episode that we talked about that kind of blew my mind was how Creatures and Destroyer were 5 years apart.
And it's a completely different band.
And you're like, wait a minute.
You're like, how? Yeah. The fact that...
It's 5 years. Imagine if Kiss released an album 5 years ago that was Destroyer, and then just now it's
too much.
Weird to think about.
Now this would be the press
beautiful
kit. I love the little folder. They did So I'm gonna go home and rip out my Destroyer box and just put them side by side and thumb through them both and just have sensory overload for how awesome these box sets are.
Wow.
So I already know there's so much content here. I mean, the Destroyer one was overwhelming. As soon as you open up, you're like, where do I even start? But
but this is Creature. This is my favorite, one of my favorite Kiss albums.
We have some. I think these are new. Wow, they actually have. Oh, so it's the Killers era. Elder Killers era photographs.
Yeah, 81, 82.
Almost like a postcard type fashion. Eric Carly. I was confused when I saw Ace. I was like, what is it? Even right now, I'm like, who's in the band? I'm like,
for real.
Making it really true to life how it was back in the day.
One of those crazy eras where you just don't know who's in the band. There's no internet, so nobody really...
Oh, that's cool. It's like a VIP recreation, like backstage or a concert. This is Detroit.
February 2023?
I don't know if that's... I don't know.
No,
VIP.
February 23rd.
Oh, February 23rd. Duh.
That
cool.
is a ticket
Well, let's hold on now.
to the Brazil show.
This is really cool. It's a sticker or decal, similar to the poster that I think is going to be in here.
Shiny.
I just love all the imagery from this era.
Dude,
I mean,
it's the best.
I mean, come on. So that's a sticker or decal. I don't know for sure. This is, oh wow. What is this? What did you say it was? It's a large ticket.
Can I see it? Because I'm pretty sure that June 18th was when Kiss played, the Maracana Stadium. That was in Brazil.
Oh.
That's the Brazil show. So this is the iconic Brazil show.
Wow, the huge crowd.
Yes, the huge crowd.
Yesterday.
Kiss Online. Yeah. So I guess this is a replica ticket. I don't know if it was actually this large back in the day. That seems rather large for
I was going to say that would be free.
For a concert ticket.
I wish I could get every ticket that big.
Either way.
I wish I could get a physical ticket in general nowadays. It's hard to get.
Now look at, what's this?
This is a bumper sticker decal. I love it loud.
Looks
the Kiss
sweet.
logo.
Looks
Very
sweet.
cool.
Love it.
You going to put this on your car when you get it?
It's one of those things where I want to, but
no.
then the box set's not.
If I want a Kiss bumper sticker, I'll buy one off Amazon.
Isn't that weird that we spend all this money on
It's going all back
all
in the
this,
box.
and it goes all back in the
It
box.
will stay there because we're confused.
And it has to be, you gotta use it very nicely.
You can't separate.
You can't even frame this and use this on your car. Because then
I'd like to see somebody. Now, this is, I believe, like a t-shirt iron-on.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look
Now,
at
that's
Gene's
tempting.
eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Gene has
Oh,
no
yeah.
eyes. Eyes in the back of his head. Undertaker style.
That is cool. I wouldn't know how to do this. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to iron it on, but that looks
That'd be a
awesome.
sweet shirt.
Definitely, it looks vintage. Like it looks almost distressed. Like the logo's got some distressing in there. It's almost made to look vintage.
Yeah. What a beautiful design.
Very cool. They didn't do that with the Destroyer.
I think there was an iron-on, but it might have been an iron-on
No, there was a
patch. I
patch.
don't know if it was like this.
There
Max,
is a
can I see
patch.
this, please?
Yeah.
Because I'm loving the type at the bottom.
It looks great.
40th anniversary, Creatures of the Night.
Yeah, I'm going to take that, iron it onto a white t-shirt, and sell it on eBay for $100 and say it's vintage.
I was going to ask, what color shirt would you print this on? White? Black?
White. I feel like that's supposed
Man,
to be
I would
like
get
one of those
spaghetti all over
baseball
that
t-shirts.
in a hot minute. I can't wear a white Kiss
Well,
t-shirt.
give it back because you're gonna iron that on. And so now I got some more.
I'm messy.
More portraits, photographs. You just can't. There's just so much. I love it. Awesome photo of Vinny.
See, again, these would be great framed.
Oh, these would be great.
And these are not, these are actual photographs.
I'll scan
What's
these in.
Vinny
and
doing?
print
He's
them
like,
out.
come get me.
And he's
like,
the wizard. He's doing.
Oh, you're right.
jazz hands.
Is he the wizard? Is he the Ankh? Is he the Egyptian warrior? What is he?
Egyptian warrior, the wizard.
What is he? Vinny, what is he?
Vinny, what is he? Paul's looking good.
Paul's always looking good.
It's true. Oh, there's more than 4, so I guess they have Ace in here. I'm guessing? No. I thought they were going to have Ace. Why would he be there in that photo shoot in the first place? Don't know. Love that photo with Gene. Just all out rocking. Getting it pretty good.
Looks
And
great.
then-
Cod piece for the win.
Promo.
Nice little group shot there.
Nice little, group shot for promotion. Very nice. Black and white. Very cool. Looks like these might be posters. Now the posters, apart from the actual audio content, the posters are my favorite things. I've seen, this was the one that I was most excited about. I don't know if it's a new thing, or it looks actually like it might be in a copy of a vintage one. It's a Japanese Creatures of the Night poster.
Oh, that looks incredible. Again, I did not look in depth into this, so I did not see that coming.
I was so looking forward to this.
Oh, bro.
That looks amazing.
That looks so cool. I love the design.
The Japanese design is always superior.
Well, if you look at the way the type is, see how the type is like real big here and it scrunches? Now look at this candle.
It's got that same...
I love that. See how that text is kind of like
classic.
that classic. It's actually very 70s looking.
It's
very 70s, very 60s.
70s and 60s.
But they've made it work here as far as, Japanese early 80s.
It's just such an interesting... I mean, look at the
rainbow
logo. I thought it was a flag of some country, but now it's just colorful. Kind of reminds me of the Hotter Than Hell cover. Obviously, Asian inspired.
Yep.
See that it's also
See,
that'd hang up.
That'd be great to frame. You could have a whole creatures
You could have a
section in your collection.
You could have a creatures wall. filled with this content in a glass case with all these items displayed
easily,
then what would you do with the box? I don't know. Okay, now this is the iconic Creatures poster. The I Love It Loud.
Oh, the Too Loud, You're Too Old, or whatever it is.
I think it just says I Love It Loud. Oh no, it says the loudest band in the world.
Oh my god!
I love this poster.
I might have to.
I think this is already better than the Destroyer box set.
Can I see this real quick? I just want to see how.
I mean, the content. Right.
If I were to.
He's already looking at frame sizes now.
It could technically work if I wanted it to.
You ain't got no room for any more posters.
No, I would have to take one down and put one up.
You're like, let's get rid of the end of the road tour. You just switch them out periodically. Once a year, change it up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you've already got the frame. Well, what's the big deal?
Beautiful poster. Wow.
Now
I love the blue. I love the theme of the dark blue.
That's why this album works.
Beautiful.
Similar to Destroyer, where it's not a concept album, but it almost is.
But it's still themed.
There's continuity.
Yeah, there's continuity.
Looks like we've got some.
This looks like and feels like Kiss. This whole thing.
So, I'll say that later.
Okay.
I'll say what I was going to say later because it's true. Some stage sketch designs. I don't know if these were. What Gene does them some point. Oh, Gene, October 7th.
I can tell that's Gene's handwriting.
Eric Paul. So it looks like a collaboration of some, just some rough sketches of the Creatures.
And again, this is stuff that could have been just wadded up and tossed in the bin back in the day. But luckily, Gene or somebody, kept that nice and preserved for the young fans like us or other fans who want to celebrate and.
That's right.
Learn more about Destroyer or Creatures. I'm going to look at this.
There's another, more of a fully fledged concept. It's got color and looks like it was painted or something. Maybe very cool. Now they didn't use this stage. This stage has got like rockets on the side of it. It's very interesting.
Oh my gosh, that's in depth. Yeah, does it say design Mark Rapids? Okay.
Warcraft? Yeah.
Love it. See,
United States Tour, 1982.
Kiss was always going hard with their stages. I mean, obviously you couldn't do things like the spider, back then, but with the tank and those ideas, man.
Oh, there's another. I thought that was it.
Especially with Eric Carr on the Kiss.
So we got two more posters?
A literal tank.
Oh, no, one more poster. How many posters? Man.
This is Poster City.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
This is going to be an all-new wall next episode.
Look at that. I mean, really? Just all the prints.
Is that the centerfold from the tour book, maybe?
Same session.
It looks incredible. Again, the backlight. The backlight works so well coming through their hair like that.
Doesn't that look good?
If you're ever in a photo shoot and you need to just take it up a notch, put a backlight behind it.
And then I don't know what this is.
No, it looks like a script.
Yeah, it looks like a film script.
Or is it a Twitter writer? What is this?
Creatures of the Night, 10 years and 50 million albums after they first shocked and conquered the rock world. Kiss is still at the center of controversy. Parents burn Kiss albums while their children dress from head to toe, imitating their favorite group member. Kiss performs the most loyal and fanatical following rock and roll has ever seen is there for them in full force. Yeah, this is very film scripty. So some Gene Simmons quotes. Maybe this is what you're talking about with some exclusive interview stuff like that.
I'm not sure what this is.
I actually don't know.
Something we'll have to just dive into later on, but yeah, it looks like
it's part of the press kit. So is this a part of the? I don't know.
Oh, so this is probably just press reviews and reviews and.
Sure. Very cool. I'll be going through I'll be going through this with a fine-tooth comb later. Every bit of content. So let me gather up.
This is overwhelmingly awesome.
And
I'm so glad I did not look in depth into this and look at all this stuff because seeing it for the first time in person is incredible.
This is how I felt when I got the
era. I love Eric Carr.
Yes.
I love heavy metal.
Yes.
I love rock and roll. I love Kiss.
And look at all this. How long is it going to take me to get all this back in the damn box? Now, people were... I don't know if griping was the right word about the price, but the price seemed to be much more of a concern for this box set than the Destroyer one, and some people, including us, admitted, hey, this Destroyer box set seems, like it's worth a little more than what we're paying for it. I think they may have listened,
Yeah, no, that's true.
And they said, oh, you could sell this for $300.
Oh, hey, they're all saying they paid more. Let's do it and let's see.
And of course, now when it happens, people are like, oh, I don't have the money for that. I understand if you don't have the money for it. But the people that are complaining are like, yeah, this is a $300 box set. It just
it is.
But I got it on sale for Amazon because I'm smart. And I got it. I got that
KOL
one day
because I'm
shipping.
not.
Now, what are these? Coasters? No, I thought it was a coaster. It's that's an iron-on patch.
Baller.
I thought it was.
There you go.
I could put that on a coaster if I wanted to. So now we're getting to the actual music.
Oh, look at
somewhere
the
at the bottom.
pins.
Yeah, I don't think they had pins for the Destroyer, did they?
I don't know. Maybe they did.
There's too much to remember. Very cool Creatures of the Night pins. You probably can't see that very well, but it's very cool. And we get a set of 5 guitar picks, glow in the dark.
Nice.
I want to see what these look like because I love, I play guitar. I have a small, humble Kiss guitar collection that I've got from shows over the years and
guitar pick
collection. I wish I had a huge Kiss guitar collection.
I wish you did too.
These look awesome. So it's apparently it's glow in the dark. Has the logo on one side, their signature on the back.
Nice.
So there's Paul, got Vinny, Gene.
Gosh, I wish Eric Carr was here to see this one.
Ace.
Nice.
So they got
okay.
Vinny and Ace.
5 picks
and Eric Carr. So hey, again, that's good for the fans who. Every Kiss fan's an Ace fan.
I love that they're giving Vinny and Ace they're balancing it. They're not excluding one or the other because it really was a confusing time. And with the Elder Killers and Creatures, it's just all part of it. That's really cool that they're including giving love to both Ace and Vinny.
And they deserve it equally.
And they do.
Now getting into the music. Now that we've dug in, spent all that time digging through the box
over here, and then you can have mine when it comes. No.
This is the original album remastered, which I've listened to the vinyl. I already know it sounds good. Very cool. It's got little gatefold action with all the lyrics. Pretty
dark.
Cut and dry.
This is very dark.
Yeah. So what does the CD look like? Oh wow, that's actually kind of cool. It's got that really cool, pink from the logo on the cover.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I love
that.
Cool that logo, it looks so dated, but I always liked that logo. So there's the original album remastered. Going over here, we have, which way should I go? Demos, rarities, and outtakes, which I've heard most of from Spotify, but of course I'm going to be going through this much more intently. I'm going to be listening my heart out to every bit of this. Again, with the master tapes, printed on the front and back, just excellent design all the way through.
What a great concept.
Great, little gatefold design for the CD there. It's got all,
it's got coffee stains at the bottom.
I would say they
it just looks real, man.
It looks legit. So that's disc 1, this is disc 2, and disc 3. There's 5 total discs in the box set, so there's the first 3. Moving on to what I've been most excited about throughout the whole box set, besides the cool posters, is the live content from the 82-83 tour. Great compilation of photos there. It says Rockford, Sioux City, Houston, Pine Bluff.
Nice.
For some, ticket stubs, concert posters on the back. Very cool. No. I'm kidding. Got a gatefold there with a nice photo of the band. Just awesome.
Yeah, and we talked a lot about the music in the last episode since all we had was the vinyl and the 2 CD deluxe edition. So we won't go too in depth in talking about all the live stuff and the demos. If you want to hear all that, definitely check out our last episode because we went in depth about all the live stuff and some of the actual musical content. But this is awesome. I love this. I love the fact that they're including all these ticket stubs and you have a kissing off 1982, a small blurb in a newspaper. I like how the Texas ticket has the state printed on it. That's really cool. The state of Texas printed. Hey, there's the New Year's Eve show. He says it's fucking New Year's Eve.
Tying it all full circle.
And there it is. There's the...
That is awesome.
Very cool. Now look at that because...
Now the Blu-ray audio, I'm stoked on because I just recently bought a... Well, I had a console that would play Blu-ray, but I recently bought an actual Blu-ray player. So I'm going to hook that up to my nice Bluetooth speaker. And I know that Destroyer, the Blu-ray audio, was just outstanding. Sounded, I mean, best I've ever heard it since, Resurrected.
Yeah.
Just the audio quality was there.
That's one thing I still have not gotten to listen to from the Destroyer box set. I have a Blu-ray player, but there's no good speakers to hear it on, so it's like I won't even get the full.
You kind of have to have its own.
You needed like
its own setup.
Either your Marshall speakers or
yes,
some actual really really high grade headphones.
So this I am super. I think this is an awesome addition. I mean, they didn't have to put an extra disc because they already have the original album remastered, but this is just cherry on top. Hey, if you want it in super high quality audio, we'll throw it in and give it to you. I personally benefit from that.
I love the album cover on this because on the Destroyer box set, disc 4 or the Blu-ray audio or whatever was a very trippy looking, very colorful, almost like a prismatic, looking
it's
effect.
Similar.
And it's kind of similar. I'm not sure how well it'll translate on camera right here. Dark. But once you get the box set and you take a look at this CD audio or this Blu-ray audio disc, I mean, it's got like some pink and purple highlights, some like dots thrown around here and there. It's very almost abstract. It's very, very cool.
Very interesting. I mean, and cool that they didn't just do another copy, or another reprint of the same cover with a different audio. They could have just done the same thing, or they could have just done it like negative. Like, that would have been the easy way to do it.
Well, yeah, a black and white. I mean, there could have been some easy way out. But no, this is another top tier package from T42 Design.
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah, no, top of the line. Literally no notes.
No, this is what Kiss fans live for, is stuff like this. Yes, and I'm really excited to get mine now because
we've been waiting.
I'm gonna ravage mine. I cannot wait to get some of this stuff and take a look at it again, including this this big hardback book.
Oh yeah, the book is just chock full of good stuff. I mean,
I wonder. Remember in the Destroyer box set how the booklet there was a typo?
I thought there was a
where you're reading and all of a sudden the text ends.
I haven't heard anyone else talk about this. And I still feel like I'm missing something.
Well, I thought you were too, but I took a look at it, and then we took a look at it on the pod.
We said, yeah, this sentence never gets.
It's like the page where it should continue is missing. But I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe
a weird thing.
We're bad at reading, but yeah. I'll be reading through that tonight, and just cannot wait. So, I mean, judging from what we've seen, and we've heard the audio, we've now seen the box set.
Yep.
Is it worth what you can get it for right now at $280? In my opinion, this is a $280 box set.
This is the big boy.
This
is a big boy box set. It is. So obviously the price is going to rub some people the wrong way, but that's exactly why they have.
It's not for casual.
The vinyl release, the half speed remastered. They have the 2 CD, which is a great option. That CD was $21. I bought that, and it wasn't on sale. That 2 CD deluxe edition was only $21, and it came with the album remastered, and it came with a whole disc of some of those demos.
I do like that.
Or some of those alternate mixes and stuff like that. So if you cannot afford it, which is totally fine, you can go and get it for cheaper. You can even get the audio on Spotify.
Yeah, if you have a subscription. Spotify, it's probably on Apple. Is it on Apple Music? Probably.
I would assume so. I'm not sure. I don't really.
You could probably get the audio. Apple Music. You could probably just get the audio content from Amazon if you don't have any streaming services.
Yeah, so there are options for Kiss fans, and if you can't get the full box, that's why we're doing it here, so that you can kind of join along with us and get the full experience because we've been dying to get this.
I have been dying.
Episode 38 isn't even up yet, and we're recording episode 39. So
I just got this.
I've got my work cut out for me. I got to edit.
Yeah, so I literally got off work, went home, saw that the box set had arrived, and I said, Xander, we're filming an episode because, I mean,
yeah, I
can't wait to get it. And I can't wait to get it, everything put back in it, just so I can put it next to my Destroyer one. I'm like weird like that, where I have to have everything looking nice and neat.
You're getting back into collecting.
I know, I am.
You're getting back. He kind of decided a long time ago.
Kiss. Well, this to me,
this is worth it.
Isn't collecting. This to me is a must-have for a diehard Kiss fan, because it's mostly about the music.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this isn't like collecting merchandise. There's a bunch here. That's all icing on the cake for me. This and the Destroyer box set, while I don't call myself a collector, is a must-have for
Absolutely.
a diehard Kiss fan. I don't collect. This to me is any box set they choose to do, I will be buying. It's not a question.
Right.
It's just this is a part. This is something. And same thing with off the soundboards. I don't really buy CDs anymore. Although lately I have been buying more CDs. I sold them all a long time ago, and now I'm buying CDs again. Partly because I want to support Kiss, and I bought all the off the soundboards on CD, and I like it.
Oh, they're great.
And I listen to them. To me, it's just about supporting the band, and I want to support amazing content like this. I mean, to me, this and the Creatures box set are two of the greatest things the band has ever released.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not. That's without exaggeration.
It's taken a long time for them to finally do it.
I know. I didn't know if they were ever going to do something like
Metallica has been doing stuff like this forever. Now, of course, they own their own music, so they can do whatever, whenever.
It's true.
This probably takes a little bit more doing. But the fact that Universal Kiss
signed off on it
is doing stuff like this it's great for their bank accounts. Not so good for our bank accounts, but it's good for our collection. Yeah, we don't mind. I'll make 200. I'll make 200 more bucks. $3 more.
It's worth it, man.
I'll never get this. This will never happen again. This is incredible stuff.
This is incredible.
So where I would want to go next with this episode and ask, as we're kind of wrapping up, is the Destroyer box set was the 45th anniversary.
Yeah.
The Creatures is the 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
They did this one, Destroyer, last November.
Yep.
And then this one came out this November. We can assume that next November there might be another one coming out.
I hope.
But the question is, what's it going to be? Because if Destroyer is 45th and this is 40th, they're seemingly doing
round numbers,
key anniversaries of key albums.
Sure.
And so it's like, okay, well, where are we going to go next? Next year's 2023. What's the next box set going to be? There's Lick It Up, 83.
I suspect it'll be Lick It Up just because that's the only one that I can think that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
it's the 40th anniversary of Lick It Up.
Yes, and it is a landmark Kiss album just because of the makeup alone. I think that would make it worth it. Do they? I mean, I'm sure they have enough content where they could fill up a box set. Although part of me says they're not going to do it because there's no makeup, and that's harder to.
There's no makeup, and the album came out literally after this.
Yeah, it would be too close. I mean,
it's too close.
Yeah, maybe.
So the only other one, I guess it could be. I mean, there is the first album.
1974.
74, but they could just delay, like I think you might have said at some point during one of our off-camera conversations with them, they could just delay it by a few months so that...
Do February of 2024.
If the next box set doesn't come out in November, just delay it for a few months until it's February 2024.
50th anniversary.
50th anniversary box set, first album, $500 box set, something like that. Ridiculous.
I will be buying that. I don't...
What if they did a $500 box set and they included audio from the loft rehearsals or some of the Daisy stuff?
I guess I'd be out $500, but I'd be having a blast listening to that music because I
hope they do not go above the 300.
I think 300 is pretty much
the Destroyer for 200. Yeah, we felt like we were getting a really, really good deal.
We're getting spoiled on that one.
And then
this one, I feel like it's more appropriately priced.
It is.
It's worth $280, $300, shipping, whatever. Beyond that, they would have to include more. They'd have to put video in it for me to.
They're going to have to include video if you're going to make me pay another $100.
Or
Absolutely.
something truly extremely rare, because some of the live, all of this live content almost was already released. So, I mean, if they're going to jack up the price that high, we would need super ultra rare that nobody has, because these live shows, people have bootlegs of them.
Yeah, no, we got more live stuff with the Sam Loomis leaks this summer than we did with this box set. But with this box set, I think we got more live stuff with this than we did the Destroyer box set. Can't verify that, but to me it just seems like that.
Definitely did. The Destroyer one was just the one disc, and it was pretty short. It was just it was like, 7 or 8 songs?
It was that one pair show, yeah. So it might have been about 10 or 12 songs. But
oh, really? 10 or 12?
It might have been. I'm not sure. I don't know off the top of my head.
It wasn't a full show, I know that.
It wasn't a full show?
I don't remember it being... I can't pretend like I know.
It was a 3 p.m. show, so
I'm going to go back and
listen to
both box sets when I get home, because I am stoked. Again, whatever they decide to do next, whether it's Lick It Up... they could do, instead of releasing it in November, do a pre-order in November and do what we were saying, have it early 2024, do a big first album box set. That would That I would be more excited about than the Creatures box set.
Really, the first album? Because you love the first album.
Because the first album I love... Well, I mean, that one and Creatures have both been in my top 5, but the first album will always be in my top 5. I'm obsessed by that record.
Okay.
And if they did a box set for that, I would be jumping backflips. But I mean, the 50th anniversary is coming up anyways, so surely
something's
they're going to be doing it.
Something's going to happen.
They'll be doing something with it, but I mean, they already missed the Elders' 40th anniversary.
Revenge was this year, the 30th for Revenge. We did get some merch, but there was no box set.
I was going to say, Revenge and the first album would be the 2 albums that I would be more excited about than this one. Other than that, this one's pretty much taken.
Do you think you can wait 10 years for the 40th anniversary of Revenge box set?
No, well, I can wait 5. Let's do 35th. I don't care. They could release it now and say...
Just Revenge.
31st anniversary.
31st.
I feel like I don't care. I just want the content. Whatever they decide to do with that. Or
they can release it in August. I don't even care.
They could do.
They could release it anytime.
If they're releasing box sets like this, I don't care when. I don't care how. I just want the content.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this box set, I mean, I already knew it was going to be a home run, but seeing it in person, it just fulfilled all expectations to me.
Yeah, and I can't wait to get mine. So hopefully, Kiss Online gets mine out and into my hands because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, the shipping, I just don't understand it. We talked about it on last night's show.
Yeah.
So for all of you, just for future reference, if we haven't learned our lesson before. Amazon.
You want to show the back cover for everybody?
Yeah, so there's the beautiful front cover. It's got all the track listing, all the contents of the CDs on the back there. I mean, just what a color scheme. I like how they took the Creatures of the Night print on the album cover and they
made that.
It's just a very simple idea that everyone's done in Photoshop.
It's good design.
It's just good design.
It's so simple, but it's just good design and it's just good art direction.
It also kind of ties in the Killers. I feel like that's a very Killers cover.
Oh yeah, the pink and absolutely.
But it contrasts so beautifully with that.
This is Kiss 82.
So if we want to go ahead and wrap it up, we've dug through. We did the music. We did the box set. Another one in the bag. I cannot wait to get this home and pull everything back out again and start
Absolutely, I can't wait to get mine. And if you have yours and you're
gonna have to wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait. I have no choice. But anyway, thank you, Kiss Army, for joining us on another awesome episode of Kiss Army Things, episode 39, talking about the Kiss Creatures box set. Please let us know in the comments your thoughts. It'd be hard pressed to find fans that are upset about this release or have anything to say about it, but. If you have something to say
Apart
it.
From the price, I mean.
Sure, the price I get, but
like the actual contents, they have done no wrong. Except I want video, and that's not even a complaint.
Right? Yeah, that's just
it's a suggestion.
Sure, absolutely.
I'm just putting that out there into the world. Put some video in, and I'll pay another $75 for it.
Yeah. But anyway, so leave us your comments in the comments and tell us what you guys think about the Creatures box set. Like this video, subscribe to our channel if you are into Kiss and you want to see more Kiss content because we're bringing episodes every 2 weeks. We're getting into the holidays coming up, so stick around for that.
Christmas came early, man. This is my present to myself.
Absolutely. And I cannot wait to get mine. So let us know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much for joining us on episode 39 of the Kiss Army Things podcast. My name is Xander.
And my name is Jeb.
Peace.